Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am very excited to go over my August monthly favorites and fails. I have a lot of great stuff in front of me, and if you want to find out what hit the mark and what maybe missed, then just keep watching. The first thing I want to talk about is primer. I tried two new primers. One I picked up from Moira. This is the Complete Facial Primer. This is a mattifying primer, and I love this. I was a little unsure at first. It's a little thick coming out of the tube, but it really does press into the skin and do a very good job of mattifying my face. I have enjoyed reaching for this all month. If you are an oily skin type, this is a good one. I also got in my Boxycharm this No Poreblem primer from Touch and Soul. And while I like this primer, I don't think it's meant for my skin type. It is smoothing, but it does nothing to mattify my skin. So I could get away with wearing this with a really matte foundation, maybe my NARS Soft Matte, or my Dior matte, something that's a little more mattifying, but with the foundation I have on today, I could not have gotten away with this. So this, I will use it, but it's not going to be a favorite. Also in my August Boxycharm, I got this Ciate London Brazilian Glow Face Palette. And this is not terrible, but it's not great. I don't love the layout of this, and I don't love the concept behind it. This very large highlight does not make sense to me. The bronzer wasn't great for my skin tone. The shadows were mediocre. Tiny little blush and tiny little finishing powder. I will not reach for this. This was a fail for me. Another product that was eyeshadow that I tried was a smash hit, and that was the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I can't stop wearing this palette. I can't stop talking about this palette. It is fantastic. I love Natasha Denona's quality. The mattes are super blendable and easy to work with. The shimmers have a good amount of pop. It's not the brightest or most obnoxious pop, which I'm not gonna lie, I do like sometimes. This is a much more sophisticated, elegant, lovely formula. Today I have this on my eyes, and I went in with Vague first, and that is the entire crease of my eye is Vague and underneath. Then I went in with Filigree, which is this lovely shimmering brown, and I used that to deepen the outer corner. And then in the inner corner, I went in with Mia. I wanted more of the rosy, icy pink look on my eyes. I've done multiple eye looks with this, having so much fun. This, if you are a neutral eyeshadow lover, this is worth every penny. I got my first PR package from Essence Cosmetics this month. It was so very exciting. They sent me all of their Stay and Play liners. I've had some fun with them. I have used every shade that they sent me. Of course, the black is going to be my favorite. The black is what I have on my waterline and a little bit on the top of my eyes today. But I'm also really drawn to the blue and green shades. These are Emerald Dragon and Midnight Sky. A lot of love. Overall, fantastic, waterproof, long lasting, and the price is right. I ended up trying 3 liquid liners this month, 2 by choice. One was a little bit more of a surprise. I was intrigued by the brand Tresluce when I got a highlight palette in my Boxycharm for July. So as I was shopping Ulta, I saw that they had a liquid liner. Isn't this packaging just the prettiest? I love this blue. It is the marker style tip. This is the one that I have on my eyes today. I also picked up the Essence waterproof Superfine liner, and this one is also the pen style, but a much longer tip. And then the last one I got in my August Boxycharm, and this is the Ciate London Fierce Flicks. Now this one I had a bad experience with during my try on for my Boxycharm. It smeared all over my eye because I was having a watery eye situation. So here's the Ciate, here's the Essence, and here is the Tresluce. And they are all really nice. The Ciate did redeem itself throughout the month because I did continue trying it and playing with it, and I didn't have experience with running or smudging. If I had to choose my favorite, I think that the Essence is the blackest, but I'm finding that the Tresluce is the easiest to apply. Something about the tip on this one, just the tips. If you can see, Tresluce is the smallest. Whoops, got it on my hand. But for some reason, this one is just the easiest for, I would consider myself not an expert in liquid liner, but I am really enjoying it right now. I'm finding every day I will put an eye look together, and if I don't have a wing, I will go back and put one on because I like it. Let's talk about mascara. I tried 3 mascaras this month. The first one was from Moira. This is the Volume and Lifting Mascara. Didn't like it, didn't want to reach for it. This just did not work for me. The next one is the LA Girl Jetsetter Mascara. Just as I predicted, it was okay on my first impression, and I am liking it more with every use. It is a good mascara. But the one that blew everyone out of the park was the add-on that I grabbed in my Boxycharm, and that is the new Fan Fest mascara from Benefit. This was a couple bucks on my Boxycharm add-on, and I'm so glad that I picked it up. It gives so much length and it fans them out. It really does what it says it's going to do. As for complexion, I tried 2 new foundations in the month of August. The first one is this one here from Maybelline. This is the Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint. The other one is the LA Girl Tinted Foundation. And I do like both of these. The LA Girl is lightweight, it is thin, it seems to wear really well with my oily skin. My only nitpick with this is that it is very light coverage. This I would call a solid light coverage. I didn't have an easy time building it up. When I used my NARS Soft Matte Concealer pot, that makes it much easier. I can spot conceal and then use this, so that is how I would use it in the future. The one that I'm ranking above is this one from Maybelline. This gives a lot of glow to my face, which made me very uncomfortable at first because I make my own glow with my oily skin. But paired with a good primer, this wears really well on me. It gives a nice glow to the skin, which I usually will mattify down my T-zone and sort of leave the perimeter to have that glow. Or when my glow does start to come in, it just looks really nice. If I had to pick on this foundation, I don't like the applicator. It is already filthy. Now I've used it a bunch of times this month, but I don't love the applicator. I wish it had a pump. Other than that, I recommend it. I tried 3 bronzing products this month. The first one was from Juvia's Place, their cream bronzer, and I picked mine up in the shade Buttercream. I had a good experience with this. It's just a little too light. I've already ordered another shade. I will keep you posted. Formula-wise, it's great. I also tried the Velvet Bronzer from LA Girl. I picked mine up in the shade Suede. This is a strange shade, and I think that it might be a trend. Maybe they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, but this looks like a blush to me. And I know there are products out there that are blushes and bronzers combined, and that's kind of how I will use this. I will use this as a 2-step in one process. I would recommend this if you are in a rush, if you don't like multiple steps in your routine. Going right in the center of your cheek, it could sort of act as a bronzer and a blush. That's what I'd use it for. The formula is great. And the #1 cream bronzer that I tried this month was from Moira. This is their Face Sculpt Liquid Contour. I picked mine up in the shade Fair Light 100, and I love this. It is just super easy to throw on and blend. I love the shade. It is deep enough. It blends very nicely. This is what I'm wearing today. Of course, with this added on as a more blush bronzer, but great combo. See, I'm wiping off these bronzers, and look, These eyeliners, they don't move. But it looks like the essence is holding on more than everybody else. I did try a new concealer in August. I picked this one up from Shop Miss A. This is their Locked Creamy Concealer. It's a pass. Not enough coverage, a little bit drying. I'm such a matchy girl. When I was using this foundation over and over again this month to make sure that I loved it, I found myself reaching for the Instant Age Rewind. This is the 160. You can see I am halfway through that baby. I like the pink under my eyes, looks great. And of course, everything will be listed in the description box below for you. I tried a new lip liner from LA Girl. This is their Shockwave lip liner. I picked mine up in the shade Sandstorm, and I love the formula. Got the wrong shade. I've already ordered another shade. We will see. I'm sure I can find a home for this. It's so inexpensive, I don't even think I'll return it, but it is what I'm wearing on my lips today. I tried 3 new lip colors in the month of August. The first one was from the Sephora collection. I really like this new matte formula that they have. This one is in the shade Too Busy. It's a nice chocolate brown. I put some on my lips and just really blended it out so it would be a little softer. The second one that I tried was from my Boxycharm. This one is from Pat McGrath. This is their Liquid Lust in Nude Awakening. And I almost wore this today, but I think it is just a little bit too warm for this pinky look. It's a nice warm copper frosty. I wasn't sure if I'd like it. I do. And the last one is from LA Girl. This is their matte flat velvet lipstick, which is a terrible name because I would not call it flat and I would not call it super matte. This is a moisturizing formula if you ask me. It goes on very creamy. This is the shade, I believe, Snuggle. This does not feel dry on the lips at all. It feels a little bit tacky, so I leave it alone for a couple minutes and then I blot it, and it wears pretty darn well. I picked up this gloss from Essence. This is the Juicy Bomb gloss, and the first time I tried it, I had it on my lips the entire time I was doing my makeup, just to add a little extra hydration, and then took it off and added the lipstick. This time, I put it on top of the Sephora matte lipstick, and wow, the shine is beautiful. This one has a minty undertone. It's called Sweet Mint. I love it. Not sticky, it feels lightweight and smooth and adds a lovely shine. I also tried a new powder from LA Girl. This was a surprise hit. This is the Pro Face HD High Definition Matte Powder. I have it in Creamy Natural. This has some coverage to it. It does come with a sponge. I normally use my puff with it, but this I really enjoyed way more than I thought I would. This is very, very smoothing to the skin. This is what I have on. I don't use it under the eyes because it's a mattifying powder, but super smoothing on the skin. I would think this was high end. And the last new product that I tried in August was the LA Girl Brow Bestie Tinted Brow Gel. This stuff is good, but I'm gonna give you a warning. It is pigmented and it is strong. I have found that it is easier for me throughout the month playing with it. I tried it different ways. I believe in the video I tested it, I used it with nothing else. I just put this on and it got a little out of control. How I found I like it best is for me to do my brows first. Today I used my Essence Eyebrow Designer pencil. I did my brows, and then when I was done with my makeup, I went in with this and I set them. It has a nice little spoolie on it. It actually comes with another spoolie and a small angled brush. I've already lost that. But you could use anything that you have that sort of style. I go in with this and just very, very lightly, like barely touching the hairs, go through, and it will fill in any sparse spots. It adds some thickness to the brows. They look thicker and fuller, and this stuff does not move. It is super strong. The eyebrows do feel a little stiff, but I don't think that it looks too harsh. I don't think that it looks unnatural, and it is hard to get off. I wash my face and have to spend another 30 seconds on this brow gel. So if you're looking for something super strong, I would recommend it. One last new thing that I tried, non-makeup related, but beauty related. It makes me feel beautiful. I've been on a little bit of a perfume kick, and I have tried some Ciate perfumes. The first one I got was the pistachio one. Love it. That is in my purse. I also picked up the vanilla. This is me just talking about the last couple months. Now all of a sudden I want to try all these new perfumes. I picked up the Dior Hypnotic Poison. This is the rollerball. This was a birthday gift to myself. Isn't that packaging? Now, I am a red girl. I love red, but that packaging is just stunning. This is just the baby, and it smells so good. And to me, it smells like sexy and sweet. I was giggling reading the reviews. A lot of people were saying it smells like Dr. Pepper. Which I happen to like Dr. Pepper, but in the best way possible. On Sephora, it is in the fragrance family Warm and Spicy, scent type Warm and Sweet Gourmands. Key notes are bitter almond, sambac jasmine, and vanilla. So nice. I wish I could have you smell it. So overall, I had a really good month of trying new makeup. Only a couple stinkers in here. Some might be personal preference. We are all different, but I had some fun. I hope that seeing the application side by side is helpful to you. If you are looking for anything new or you are curious about a product, I'm here to help. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Hitting that notification bell, you'll get a notification every time that I upload. Give the video a thumbs up if you had some fun. And of course, leave me a comment. I'd love to chat with you in the comment section. Have a fabulous day. I'll see you in the next one.